Welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. Now we are in the middle of setting up these production lines here. In between episodes I went back to the home planet and restocked on the stuff we need to build. And I also checked the magnet situation, which the reason was basically that I needed to set up an additional logistic station. So this is what I did. I set up the distance between that one and that one has to be longer, so I just put a belt in between so that there is two stations, because this one has drones, but they didn't seem to be working very well. The distance is a bit far as well, so researching more I will take that one. Researching more speed for the drones, this one would probably be a good idea. Actually taking both of these. That is also very nice. And we could also probably make do with grabbing these, because that would not be a bad idea either. So yeah, we're going to take those. Now, the electromagnetic coils are going to come on this belt. We need to be a little bit careful here. So we'll take those in there, then this and this will go to there, this one will go to there. This is probably one of the more complicated setups I've made. Not that it's horribly complicated, but it's definitely not in line with anything I've done so far. This clicking is a little bit repetitive. I wouldn't mind a copy-paste function. One thing that I would mind, though, that I really hope they don't add for personal reasons, is blueprints. Or if they add blueprints, then I hope that they make them personal only. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but blueprints kind of ruined the joy for me when it came to Factorio. I mean, Factorio is a great game, but the blueprints, and yes, you can choose not to use them and all that, but it's... yeah. So just a personal opinion there. I hope they do not add blueprints, except if they do, that they are for personal use. These need to be connected up. That's not gonna work. Copy-paste, however, would be extremely useful, because this is very repetitive. But I think I have seen in the roadmap that they do plan to add some rudimentary copy-paste stuff. I'm not sure if rudimentary is the correct word there either. They are going to add something that makes this easier and less repetitive. But I don't remember the exact wording of how they phrased it. There, and then finally we need to take the turbines out. And that one. Okay, now we have the assembly line up and ready to go. I'm going to add power poles on both of these, and I probably need to have power pole on the other side as well. I think that one actually would overlap these, but symmetry, also just to be absolutely safe here, I'm just doing it like this. And that one, and finally this one. Yep. Now this one needs to be filtered to coils. Vroom. How was this? Okay, so iron in the middle. And gears here. And then this in. As a matter of see if it's working. Yep, it's definitely working. The question is if my math is correct. That's always it's always a good question. It does say that it produces 30 of the electric engines, and that one of these requires 60 and then produces 30. So 2 of these at 30 per minute. There's something wrong here. That one. Aha. Did I do this to many of them? Yep. I apparently did it to all of them. Well, except the first 2. Things like that is so easy to... And I did it again. So easy to overlook. When you're dealing with this many sorters, it is really easy to overlook this, when, especially when you're recording and you're concentrated on saying things and stuff like that as well. Does that help? Yep, that definitely helped. A great deal, actually. Okay, now we have the electromagnetic turbines being produced and supplied into this planetary logistics station. What next? Supermagnetic rings. That's going to be a bit more challenging. And some of you might wonder why. Not really that it's very much challenging, but it does require an interstellar logistics station. I need to go pick up some landfill. I'll pause the recording while I do that. Here we are. I'm completely out of power, but that should not be a big issue. Let's just walk over to the power section and we'll just slap down a bunch of these. Power situation on this planet is rather nice. Well, we're starting to use power now with all of these things running, so that's something at least. It used to be like up here, so... I finished the research, so I have plenty of inventory space now, and I'm researching the logistics carrier engine level 2, as I mentioned that I wanted to do. Now, the landfill... I think we're going to go out here, actually. Might as well use a foundation here. What is centered here? That is centered, and that is centered. Good. And we need some power poles. And it has been powered. Good. Now, one of the things that we do want, we want these to be supplied by this station here locally, but we also want to make sure that we are supplying these things on the interstellar scale. I'm not sure if we need to... I know that we do need to produce these, or rather supply these. So I'm going to do that right away. I'm going to take this out. To here, and we need to do this. That looked ugly. So we'll do that, that, and that. And this one can connect up to the first entrance here. And we'll set this to that one, local and remote supply. 20% logistics drone flight speed, good. Now we put in drones and some logistics vessels in this, or vessels, as many of you are amused by me mispronouncing from time to time. I think it's a reference to a movie or something. Now I wish I could get these out of my inventory in a simple manner. The easiest manner I can think of is to just put down a box like that, put the engines in the box, and do a sorter out of the box like that, and well, because I don't need those in my inventory. Okay. How is the magnet situation now? It's looking much better with much more in transit. Let's do the carrier engine level 3 so we get even more flight speed. Yeah, they are definitely moving faster. I can see the difference. Okay, now we have the engines here. So we are also going to require graphene, I believe. Yes. I'll put that at the bottom. And we will remotely demand and locally supply, and we'll just fill it up. There's plenty of stuff in transit now. I'm going to have to do some more land filling here because this is just going to be annoying. There we go. Now, how am I going to set up these machines, I wonder? These machines require 40 each. Do I need a lot of these? Bounce, bounce, bounce. Only for Mark III belts. So not really. I'm not going to require a huge deal of these. There is one thing that I'm not sure what is. I think it's an accumulator? Yep, this one. So the accumulator, we're going to need those, but I haven't even researched that yet. That one does require a fair amount of them, 72 per factory, but we don't really need to make thousands upon thousands of accumulators, I think. I mean, they're nice to have, probably a field of here and there, but several thousand of them, probably not necessary. So I think we'll set up 6. No, I need them for those as well. Okay, 40... Where is my calculator? 40 times 6 is, of course, 240. Yeah, that's really what we have production for. Or I'm going to have to set up another line of these. which will probably be required at some point, but not just yet. Am I lacking iron? Yeah, I am lacking iron. I'm going to have to set up more iron mining. Because if I go to the station that supplies iron, it's empty, as I thought. So yeah, I need to set up more smelting of iron. We'll get around to that though. It's not a big deal currently. So for the what are they called again? Supermagnetic rings. We're going to need magnets. That's not ideal. Quite a bit of them as well. 360 of them. The 360 magnets. 240. No. 120 graphite. And 240 of the turbines. So that means I want the magnets to be... Let's leave a little space here. I suppose I could take them directly from the belt here, but I really don't want to do that. I'd rather have a belt coming down again. That might seem weird, but... yeah, okay, so the graphene, which we require the least of, can come here. Then the engines. And then the magnets. And we are going to require 6 of these. I think I said. Like that. This belt can go there. That belt can go there. And this belt can go there. Now the magnets we have to pull from this one. There is no way I can use the exit here unless I redo this little bridge here. I suppose I could do that. If I make a belt like that, that's the wrong belt speed. Because magnets is what I require the most of. That will work and that will work. Now, 1, 2, logistics carrier engine level 3. Let's do the accumulators. Those are kind of relevant. And we go up. And we go down. And we remove. And we connect. Yeah, I'm going to have to build bridges here. That's fine though. We can just connect up these right away, and we do this. Go there, please. We do that, and remove these, and connect these up, like so. One of these is going to be graphite, not graphene, graphite, and the other one is going to be these electromagnetic turbines. The graphite, we can't... No, not the graph... I don't need anything from there. I need something from here. Actually, that's not the best position. In case I need more out of this thing, I'm gonna take it out here. And just to make sure... Does that work? Yep, that works. Can I go 3 out, then 4 out, 4 out, 3 out, 2 out? Yes, I can. Good. This one is going to come down here. And we build a bridge. The belt will go here. I actually might have to be a little bit more finicky with that, but it works. It's a little bit more finicky, but it works. That is the important part. So that is the electromagnetic turbines. Those are going in on that belt. So we are going to have some spaghetti here as well. I'm not sure if I want the spaghetti, to be honest. I'll do this and I'll connect it up there. That'll be fine. And then the graphene, we'll take that out on the topmost exit here. Very good. A lot of things to think about, but this looks way more organized than anything I've built so far. I want to get that out of my inventory. Go away. Gotcha. And then finally, this is a Mark II belt, so we need to connect that here, and we need to filter it on the magnets. And we have the accumulator technology done. What else? I mean, interstellar power transmission would not be a bad idea, since we can send power between planets with that. Which would also lead to gas giants exploitation, which means... What do we have on the gas giant? Let me just check that. We have hydrogen and deuterium. Yeah, hydrogen would not be bad. I would definitely condone that, because it would give me access to the X-ray cracking, which would give us basically an unlimited source of graphite, which is something that eventually we're going to need, but I don't think it's strictly necessary yet. Dyson Sphere component, frame material. Yeah, this one is definitely going to be required very soon. Ray receiver. one is also going to be required, without a doubt. Mini fusion power reactor. 600 megajoules. This one is interesting, but I think that should be coupled up with a gas generator. High strength material. We are going to need that for this, I believe. Yes. Casimir crystal. Not something that I feel that we need right away. Miniature particle collider. What does this thing do? Ah, right. It's basically just converting hydrogen to deuterium. 10 to 5. Instead of the fractionator, which is... Well, I guess the fractionator is going on and on and on, but strange matter. That sounds like something we get from black holes. Satellite power distribution system. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I think a satellite power substation would be good as well. But I think we're going to go back here. Let's increase the carrier capacity. That took longer than I expected. My apologies for that. So we need a belt. And that belt can go up here. And then we're going to have the supermagnetic rings in local and remote supply. I don't think I'm going to need these in a supply that is very different. As in, I don't think I need to have an additional station for those. So what we need to do now is, of course, connect up these various materials. Yeah, I did this the wrong way around. There we go. And then connect the exit sorter. And finally, we need to connect up the power. There we are. Now we're making those as well. This is an interesting spot. What else? There isn't really anything that I feel is necessary to make here as of now. I mean, I could set up the mole up here and transport the oil from the other planet over here, since this planet is way more resource rich than the other one, but it doesn't have oil. But I guess it would be easier to transport the oil here rather than transport everything from here over there. That's good. Let's take the next level of that. Oh, yeah, of course, that's... Why haven't I done that? We're going to need to make the circuit boards. Those are fairly important, and we're going to make... Oh dear, we're going to have to make a lot of them. Ah, those require a massive amount of iron. Like, really a lot of iron. 120 per. Albeit, one produces 120, but... yeah, that's going to be fun. Okay, well... that basically means I'm going to have to connect up iron veins. I'm gonna show how I do this with one of these iron veins. I really don't... I don't know if it's in the game or the mouse that does that. It pops me off by one. It might be my mouse because I have a fairly high DPI setting. Okay, I'm gonna landfill a little bit more to get some soil pile here. Okay, now let's set up the mining machines. That looks like a good spot. I can, yeah, get another one. Perfect. Good. I don't think I can grab any... yeah, there I go. I'm not sure how much these are going to mine each, but suffice to say it's going to be enough. I'm going to require a planetary logistics station here. But I will place down a splitter first. And then a planetary logistics station. Feels very wasteful to have to transport iron ore in the logistics systems, but yeah. Whatever. I can't see any other way of doing it. So this one is here. So I'm gonna place that one there. And then the final one, I think that should work. Well, okay. What I can do here is this. And we need Mark II belt here. And this one doesn't really require any splitter, because what I can do here is what? Like that, Mark II belt to there, Mark I belt out of this, and I should be producing quite a bit of iron here actually. Now that is a very inconvenient pit. 5 more carrying capacity. Let's take one more of those. I need to pull power over there. Ideally, I would have liked to remove this lava pool, but I'm not going to bother with that right now. it would take up my landfill and it would take up my soil. Soil, by the way, is one thing that I wish that we get the opportunity to craft, because while I know that you can find planets that are completely flat without, well, not completely flat, but you can find planets that doesn't have any ocean, and those planets you can use to power to get soil. So 264 times 3 and 231 times 2. 264. Right. No, I don't need that. 264 times 3 plus 231 times 2 is 1254. So it's not a full belt, but it's good. I just need to jot down that number actually. 1254. Okay, now we need to find another iron ore deposit. There is one up there. And the same thing we need to do here. We need to flatten the terrain a bit. Doesn't exactly give much soil pile, but it's a bit dark here. Just fit both of them. The final one can be... Come on, can we I want to cover more. Yeah, that works. Very good. And we also need a planetary logistic station for this. So first of all, we are going to need... Does that work? Yes. I also feel fairly confident that we need a splitter up here. Is that too close? No. And since this one is so close to the other one, I might as well just have a splitter there as well. So this one connects to there, this one goes out in... Ah, another one of these. What? I'm gonna build the splitter there. Maybe not. Okay, let's take this out and up. I don't really care about squiggles. This belt goes there. I'm not sure if I need Mark III here, but it's not like I don't have Mark III, so that's fine. And this one can just come down like this. Perfect. And then we need a logistic station there. Seems fine to me. Supply iron ore, drones. And I can only build one more of these before I have to go pick up more drones. Yeah. Okay, power up here is rather simple. $231, $231, $231, $231, $231. So that's 231 times 5, which is 1155. Let's add that to my little interim spreadsheet, which is a piece of paper and a pen. It's a great thing to work with. All of them is 231. Good. And we need another iron vein. Preferably, I would like to have 4 of them. Oh, perfect. I said I was going to pause while doing this, didn't I? That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. And that looks good. I'm gonna set up the final 2 iron veins and then get right back to you. Okay, now I've connected up 5 more patches for a grand total of 5,808 iron, and that should give me 3.23-ish Mark III belts of iron ore. This one is set to supply, but I'm going to have to set this one to demand. So what I want to do now is just very quickly, and I mean quickly, I hope I can do this as quickly as possible, just set up 1 belt of smelting here. It doesn't really matter if it is this close. But what does matter is that it won't be able to take a belt in again, so it needs to go here. Set up a smelter there, and this smelter should smelt iron ingots. And copy 1, 2, 3, and that's 4. 8. I just quickly need to calculate. 1800 divided by 60 is 30. So that's 8, 12, 16. And 4 here. 4 here, 24, 28, 30, and I'll remove that one. And I'll set up the power poles last. I still don't understand why the game does that. Kind of weird to me. Okay, now on each side here we are going to need Mark III belts, even though I would prefer not to, but we do need them. I need to research something. I did take the level 4 capacity. This one probably requires purple. Veins utilization. Yeah, let's do that. That's going to throw off all my numbers, but I'll deal with that when necessary. Okay, now this one also needs to be set to supply iron like that. And we need to connect up these things. Close the inventory, please. So, groom, groom. So, and then we connect them all to the belts. Whee. Are a few more iron patches that I need to connect up, and I need to make magnets from that. Then we are going to require power poles. Like so. And all we have to do now is connect up this and filter it. This one goes in, this one goes in. And we're making iron ingots. And yeah, they're already starting to go in here. Let's put in some logistics drones in this one. Very good. And we also are going to need 2 more of these. So there, I suppose. And I think I'll pause the recording quickly. And here we are. Now we have 3 smelting lines here that are providing the maximum amount of iron ingots. We shouldn't be in need of iron ingots. Now I will also do the same with magnets, but I'll do that in between episodes, as I mentioned. And this should massively help our production. Now I'm not sure where I have that huge line of production. Could it be down here? Yes, here it is. Core energy will be deplete soon. Yeah. I'm actually going to go up there and recharge here because I need the last graphite for the journey back to the other planet. So we'll recharge here. I'm just going to check the logistics stations before we round up the episode. Just for curiosity's sake, if I were to stream this, would you guys be watching the videos? Let's say if I streamed 2 hours or something, would you guys be watching the videos if they were that long, if they were part of the series? Because that's something I'm very curious about, to be honest. Because I wouldn't mind maybe streaming a little bit on YouTube, mind you. I do not want to stream on Twitch, just not my style. But I would be happy to stream on YouTube if you guys would be interested in watching, provided of course my health allows, because I do have days where even recording can be difficult. Yeah, do let me know in the comments if you're interested in that, because if I get 1 or 2 comments saying that yes, I would love to see you stream, then that's probably not going to be enough to entice me to stream, because I'd rather not stream for an audience of 5. But if we can get 10, 15, maybe even 20, I would love to stream. I'd probably do it in the weekend though, and I would not be doing it on a schedule. That's simply impossible for me to commit to any kind of schedule when it comes to streaming due to my health. But yeah, it's definitely an option if you guys are interested, because that way I can do some of the stuff that I do off camera. Maybe I could make those episodes like off camera episodes, but I'm a bit wary because there might be things that I do in the episodes that are relevant, and yeah. There is the option of using those timeline things in the YouTube videos now. So I guess if I recorded and streamed, I could use the timeline thing. Or I could record and stream at the same time and upload the stream as an episode. Yeah, just thinking out loud here. Please give me your feedback on that. That would be very, very interesting. I think I'll make a community poll about it as well. I think a lot of you are very tired of seeing community polls. And for those of you who haven't noticed or know the reason, the Spiffing Brit found a way to basically exploit the YouTube algorithms as well, because people weren't using the community system at all, which meant that when he started using it, it meant massive amounts of influx on his channel. But now that everyone is doing it, the community system is working as it was intended to do by YouTube. So I didn't want to do that. I'd rather get my subscribers because people actually find my channel. YouTube didn't mind. YouTube actually thanked the Spiffing Brit for doing what he did, because it meant that one of their features that was in disuse suddenly started being used by many people. But the amount of polls that I've seen on my mobile app is kind of ridiculous. I don't mind though. Even answer some of them. I'll put up a poll as well and see what you people think. If you have any questions or comments to the video and what I've done in this video, do please leave them in the comment section as well, in addition to any input on streaming. And yeah, I think we're seeing the start of something much bigger than what we have been doing so far. One of my intentions is to clean up the old planet, or the first planet, the starter planet. Various items that we are producing there will no longer be required to be produced there, like for instance the magnetic coils. I'm thinking that maybe I should set up planetary logistics stations to send the iron over to this planet and do all of the production of those things here, and then send them back. That is probably not a good use of power, but that was one thing that I should do. I completed the vanes utilization 2 interstellar power transmission. Yeah, I need this. The orbit start Dyson swarm. Yeah, I'm going to need the ray receiver on this specific planet here. The other planet is not a good spot for the ray receiver because of the eclipse that happens with the gas giant. For some reason that is affected by the eclipse of the planet, but the solar energy is not. I'm not sure what that's about. So I'm starting the research of that, and in the next episode we might be setting up some of these and maybe some solar sails. Let's see. For now, thank you all so much for joining me, and I will be seeing you all in the next episode.